What's up, everybody? In this episode, we're talking about those bourbons you still can't find. This episode, though, is really interesting because I wanted to talk about bourbons you and I both still are hunting for, because that's the fun of this whole bourbon thing, is hunting for bourbons and trying to see what you can find.
Yeah, I think that um, it's an interesting subject that you picked up because also a week ago, Fred Mimic released a video talking about bourbon fatigue
Oh,
and how people are dealing with it or the reasons behind it. What's motivating factors? That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that coupled with this, I do feel like maybe not bourbon fatigue, but I'm not in stores every day like I used to. Like I drove by, whatever, stopped, popped in. Maybe I picked up a Maker's Mark. Maybe I picked up a Four Roses, or maybe I just left.
yeah,
Um, but I noticed more and more that doesn't happen anymore.
yeah.
It's like, up today's Tuesday, they wouldn't have anything, or I got somewhere to be. It's more important to not stop. So I think it's interesting that you picked this subject because I feel like I'm more selective with my purchases now. Are you
Oh,
are you finding that your case, or you're still going strong?
I agree. No, I hardly I rarely go out anymore, and I think it's the fact that the market is super flooded with so many new bourbons now. So you've got not just from you've got all these other smaller distilleries now putting out everything, and there's just a plethora of things to choose from, that I think it's great that you can go out and find all different things. You still can't find some of the allocated stuff, and we'll get to that. But then I think in Texas, especially, it's probably the same in your area. In Dallas, if something drops, there's 200 people now, 300 people going and getting there quick. And it's just like, for me, it's like, it's getting tough because I can't drop everything I want to do or whatever I'm doing, because I do work, and go stand in line and get some bourbon. Oh, I'd love to, but it's just not the reality of it. So this is a list of ones that I'm still looking for, that I would love to get my hands on, but if I don't, I don't. But these are ones that I'm still hunting, and I think it's just a fun talking point. And I would love to know below what people are hunting for still. Like, what are you looking for in your area that you can't find? What is it that makes it something you really want that you haven't gotten? And for me, on my list, it's all things that I don't have. These are not backups. These are not things that I've had before, and I'm trying to get another bottle. This is legitimately ones I've never had a bottle of and I really want. So, but I'm gonna let you kick us off.
The first up is going to be Rock Hill Farms. I think that as far as Mash Bill 2 goes, it is my favorite single barrel. I know it's not everyone else's favorite. I know it's not worth the $500 we see it for. Uh, Retail markup. Uh, would I pay some type of secondary price? Yes. Because at this point, I'm just pissed about not having it. And I believe it was like 2016, 2017. I was with you in Dallas,
Yep.
was my first taste. And ever since then, if I see it in a bar, I'm drinking it.
Yep.
It's just my personal favorite go to. Again, sure, there are better single barrels in Buffalo Trace lineup, but out of mash bill number 2, it is 100% my favorite.
And it's a nostalgia thing. That's on my honorable mention. Didn't make the list because I kind of knew you'd cover that one. I had a strong feeling, and it's up there. It's one of those ones. But it did make the top three for me. The top three. The first one on my top three is the New Riff Winter whiskey. So it dropped in 2020. I was never able to get it, but everything I read about it, and I had one taste of it, and I was just like, this is phenomenal. It's like the perfect winter fall bourbon. It's just warm. It's like a warm hug. I absolutely love it. And I would love to get my hands on it. And like I said, it came out in 2020, and I've just never seen it. Never hit Texas. Well, none of New Riff hits Texas, but nowhere else have I been in the United States have I ever seen it. I barely hear of anyone reviewing it or talking about it. And I'm just like, that must have been such a limited release. And
Travis, I think I'm going to make your dreams come true if I'm not mistaken. I was
what?
supposed to go look for this the other day for you. And by other day, I mean a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But we'll see once we wrap this. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that I know where it is.
Oh, well, that would be fabulous. So, well, good. What's number two for you? I'm trying not to grin from ear to ear.
Oh,
So, what's number two for you?
this one's more of the unicorn status.
Okay.
William LaRue Weller, WOW. B-Tech lineup. I don't care what year.
Oh, I was gonna say this year.
Uh, now, I mean, if I can find it, I'll get it. This is one of the ones I would not pay secondary for obvious reasons,
Hmm.
or any type of retail markup. And I think that's the reason why I haven't ever gotten it. Like,
Yeah.
everyone knows a store where there's a bottle. But are you going to pay that price? Probably not, and that's why the bottle's still there. However, of the Buffalo Trace weeded bourbons, high proof Weller is higher proof. Weller is right up my alley, and it is delicious. So no qualms about it. Not a big surprise for anyone, I don't think, that we would have BTAC somewhere on this list.
That's
Travis, what's
true.
your second one?
Second one is should be obtainable. Just never came to Dallas. It's never hit Texas. I don't know why. And it's the Booker's 2022-04. Last year's last batch. I don't know why I can't find this one. I swear the bourbon gods are messing with me because I have every other one from this year, and it's the last one, and we're in March, and it never came here, and I don't know why. Like, we're still getting '03.
Interesting.
And there's still been '03 drops. And I want that one. So anyone that listens to our shindig here, let me know if you can get it. And I would gladly work a deal with you because I want this bottle. Um,
I find that when drops haven't happened, when it's a batch like that, it's because the distributor hasn't cleared out the batch before. So they just
yeah.
stockpile it. So it could still be coming if it Dallas never truly got its drop. And it's just because '03 took too long to move.
Which is interesting because '03 is the most highly touted one in the last couple of years. Everyone is talking about 2022-03, and I don't disagree. It's phenomenal juice, but it's just interesting to me because that's the one that now even Fred Mimic said was great. And so you would think
I
that one would be flying off the shelves.
I think it's one of those things. If you know, you know. If you don't, like, I've personally purchased two bottles of them. Both of them are gone. It's
Mhm.
just one of those things of when I open it, it's no self control.
No, no.
Throw it on the Uncle Nearest list. Not saying the product is the same, just saying as far as my self control around those bottles.
I agree. All right. What's number three? What's rolling out your list right there? What's going to be the last one?
A. Smith Bowman Castring. I
Oh,
live
yeah.
in Virginia.
Oh, yes.
I've never gotten even a taste. Like, I've never been to a bar that has it. I've never won the lottery for it. If it's The only place I know that it's dropped in actual physical stores was in Maryland, non-lottery, and
Mm,
that is it. But then I see other reviewers get it, other people in other states get it. Not sure how they're getting it, other than networking or paying secondary.
yeah,
But I don't know. I have a personal vendetta, I guess, because like
I
I
agree.
live here, I
Yeah,
want it, um,
completely
and my
understand.
time's running short.
Yeah. Well, maybe when you get to Texas, you'll be able to find it easier. I don't know.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
what's your
man.
number three?
So last on my list is one that I think everyone at some point wants or talks about, and it's not the same reason that I want it. I absolutely love this bottle, every time I've had it, it's been really good and it brings back nostalgia. And that is Pappy Van Winkle 15 year. Um, that one for me is my unicorn, is my just bottle that I've wanted for so many years. And really, the reason I want it is so different. I want to get it and I want to open it with my best friends, my dad, my brother, and just sit around and talk all night and just kill the bottle. Like, I don't even care. I don't care about keeping it for a long time. It's not about that. It's something that, it's funny when I met, um, when we went up to Buffalo Trace and we met, can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Um, we met Freddie.
Oh,
He even says it in the movie, but when I talked with him and I had a conversation with him, I was asking about it. It's the same thing. He did the same thing with his dad and his brother and him, and I just want to do that. Like, it's that bottle, and I really want to do it. And so that's why I want it. And hopefully I can find it. And I will pay secondary for it. I will pay, if I have to pay more for it, I will. I don't care at this point in my life.
well, then I think your goal is pretty attainable because
Yeah.
it's around. We're in the middle of our Pappy lottery right now, so 15, 20, 23. We'll
Yeah.
find out soon that I didn't win because
Never
uh,
do.
yeah, I've never won anything here in any lottery. I've won through proxy,
Yeah.
and that's it. And that was one time, and that's when I first got here. So like I had this false hope of like, oh, dreams really do come true. Never again did I
Never.
get another entry, or I mean, did I win from another entry? So there's probably tons of people who have lived in Virginia their whole lives, and there's never one.
Yeah. I agree. I understand that. I don't live in Virginia anymore, but my dad, my brother, and my mom do, and they all enter for me every time. That's three every time, and I never win. So, I mean, my odds are even better than yours, and I still never win.
Yep, it's hard.
So it's hard. It's hard. But I think that'll do it for us tonight. It'll round us out. But before we sign off, if you have made it all this way, if you have not gone over to our website, go over to our website, check it out. We've got some really amazing merch. This is one of our new hats. Um, really cool stuff over there. And if you like this content, hit the like button, give us a follow if you're not following us. It helps us produce more content, do more things in the bourbon community. So, everyone, I hope you guys have a great day. And